Okay, so this is a little bit of a different style from most of my videos because you're so used to seeing my sports videos. Today, I'm going to do a rap video and I'm going to break down a couple lyrics that I noticed on this song called What If by J. Cole off of The Fall Off, his newest project. It's featuring Murray, who's on the hook, so if anybody didn't know who was on the hook, that's Murray. He was on the off season as well on My Life. But J. Cole, great song, What If. This is basically rapping on the What If is basically kind of what could have happened if Biggie and Tupac wrote to each other instead of what had happened. So J. Cole starts off the verse in Biggie's perspective saying, "What up, Pac? I heard that record that you did just drop. It's bubbling," and the way he's flowing, it's kind of laid back and calm, just like how Biggie Smalls would flow. How Biggie Smalls would flow and drag out those words, like in Dead Wrong, for instance, featuring Eminem. He goes, "When I get dusted, I like to spread the blood like mustard, trusted." Like, he kind of drags it out. That's more of an aggressive style from Biggie Smalls, but he still kind of drags his words out. And it's very laid back, very chill verse. He talks about, like, how he tried to warn Tupac and basically saying, like, in this verse, he's like, right here. In the verse, right here, if you scroll a little bit down, it says, "I hope it ain't too late to tell you when you got shot. I came to visit you at Bellevue, but you was sleeping. They let me peek in. I said a prayer by your beside. Bandages covered the bleed, and I'm thinking, dog, I told you. Watch the blank you close to. I know dudes, and they won't hesitate to smoke you. If shit go left while you was locked, I should have wrote you." So basically, he's kind of like rapping from Biggie's perspective, saying, "Oh, I should have wrote you and give you a heads up about everything that has been going on," trying to give you a warning because he knows people, and people in his camp are kind of like snakes. Obviously, he Suge almost got Pac killed. Let's be honest. But then you scroll through, obviously stuff rapping in Biggie's perspective, and at the end, "I miss my dog. I ain't gotta hide. If I hurt you, I apologize." So he's basically like Biggie apologizing to Tupac. Then the hook goes through. And then the second verse we get is very good because he raps from Tupac's perspective, and the vocals are very good because he raps just like Tupac. It's very aggressive, very layered vocals, and he says, "I was gonna go to Vegas until I opened your letter. I cried through all these pages, been trying to get it together. I'm coming to NY. I gotta find you in person to look you dead in your eyes and let you know I've been hurting." And in the beginning right there, "Today was gonna go to Vegas until I opened your letter." Hypothetically, if Biggie sent this letter, this is why it's called What If. Pac got killed in Vegas when he went to that fight. So, this is rapping from a perspective like he got the letter and didn't go. Now, back in the day, obviously, hip hop was kind of the same, more gritty, more violent. But obviously, if you look at it into perspective right now, people have phones. People have cell phones. They can call, they can text. Back then, you could still text, kind of, but you couldn't really do what you do now with technology. The Pac's rapping, he's flowing, or Pac, I should say, Pac. We're gonna say J. Cole in this, rapping like Pac here. And if you scroll down a little bit, there is a good verse he says right here. "And who's obliged for the closing of my curtain? So when a miss with clenched fists, I pick up this war. I know there's money in violence. I know there's profit in war." And he sounds so aggressive, and he raps like Pac in this thing. But right here, "I know there's money in violence. I know there's profit in war." Basically talking about how rap sells. Violence sells in rap. Anytime you rap, obviously, at the time, NWA was rapping about guns and violence and stuff, fuck the police, stuff like that. It sells. But also basically money and violence, meaning money and violence, beef. There's profit in war. So if you're going to war, if you're beefing with a rapper, look at, for instance, in the last 2 years with Kendrick Lamar and Drake, their beef probably made them millions. Look at Kendrick Lamar. He's performing at the Super Bowl and he's performing those songs. And also the streams. Just the streams alone are going to get you sales. And obviously, if you look at that, there's profit in war. Drake probably made so much money off of that, too. You got to think about that. Rap beats probably make artists a lot of money. People don't want to acknowledge that. And then you keep scrolling down, "Rap for the bitches. I said, saw you switched up your lane. Your content resembling mine. It brought you your fame." Basically all that, talking about stealing flow, stealing styles, and then talk about right here as you scroll down, "And I care about the fallout. Suddenly now I got the mob out, plus a whole side ready to die." Fun fact, or ready to riot, I should say. "Now I gotta tell them to stall out, cause your tears filling my eyes." And then you go in the whole other sand, whatever. I'm sorry, I'm just stuttering at the end right there. I'm trying to read the lyrics and talk fast at the same time. It's a little hard, but at the end it says, "I want to say from the heart, I apologize." And then it's like a what if. So this is basically talking about what would have happened, or what if situation, if Pac and Biggie were able to communicate and not take it to violence. And I think that is probably one of the craziest perspective songs. And when you just keep listening to his nuances and the way he flows like Biggie, the way he flows like Pac, and the style he raps in both of their perspectives, it's like he studied it. Fucking amazing track by J. Cole. Love this project, and I think you guys should check it out for sure.